My name is Abhishek Gupta. I am the head of product development at EDHECinfra. I've been in the organization for about 4 years now, and my role is basically developing all the products that we offer to our infrastructure clients as part of the InfraMetrics platform. I wanted to talk about Infrastructure Strategy 2022 report. It's a recent one that we launched last month in collaboration with BCG. And this report serves as the foundation of a peer groups project that we are going to launch as part of the InfraMetrics platform. The point of this report is to compare the allocations of infrastructure investors and see how they perform, what are the driving factors behind those performance, and so on. So in total, we had surveyed 350 plus infrastructure investors, collected their allocation data, and from there, we created 16 peer groups. So peer groups are some of the common ones like asset managers or asset owners. These are broad categories, but then also looking at by their geography, so where they are based, also looking at by their style, so what type of asset owners, pension funds, European pension funds, North American pension funds, and so on. So going a bit granular in that sense. What we found was that overall 2021 was a strong year for all infrastructure investors. The performance was really good, and it was a recovery phase from COVID-19 impact in 2020. So all these investors had benefited in general from higher returns, but there were very significant differences between the allocations as well as the performance, obviously. So when we start to look at under the hood, what we found was asset owners, they had higher exposure towards merchant and regulated assets, which are perceived to be riskier. And these groups, they outperformed on a risk-adjusted basis the other group, that's asset managers, who tend to allocate more towards lower risk contracted projects. Also, there were other differences in terms of their allocation style. We saw that US investors, they have traditionally higher exposure towards power plants and gas pipeline companies, and these assets did better in 2021. So US investors in general, they outperformed rest of the investors by geography. So that was a very interesting finding. The investors which are more allocated towards green assets, they couldn't reap the same benefits as the US investors could. In terms of the allocation style, we saw that across all peer groups, contracted projects now form a basic building block of all portfolios. Renewable projects are present everywhere. They can sometimes be up to a third in the portfolio. So that was a very interesting finding. And increasingly, we see that there is an appetite to invest more in these assets. Data infrastructure, so that these are digital infrastructure companies. They are investors who tend to invest more, and they are looking at increasing their allocation in this sector. So these are the things that we want to cover via this peer groups benchmark product. What we want to achieve is a ranking-based system for all these peer groups that is updated on a monthly basis. It looks at the latest allocation of these portfolios and allows investors to compare their portfolio performance or their investment style against these broad peer groups, so that they can say that if they have a unique strategy, they can demonstrate that. If they outperform their peers, they can demonstrate that through this product. So these are the advantages. And once this product gets launched, our clients will be able to do this on a monthly basis with the updated set of data.